What's going on, everybody? It's Paranormal Ripples, aka Ray here, and welcome back to Haunted Hours. This is episode number 18, would you believe, of this show I do on the paranormal and supernatural beings and occurrences that happen in the world and that. So, as always, if you enjoy what I'm going to be talking about, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, all that good stuff. Share with everyone that you believe will enjoy this, your cat, your dog, your mum, your dad. Hello, Dark Zone. So yeah, and comment on what you want me to talk about next and all that. And in this episode, I'm going to be talking about something to do with the royal family and what links them and basically most of England. And that is stately homes owned by the royal family. That is also seen connections to the paranormal. We have some well-known ones in which I'm going to be talking about, such as Windsor Castle, Tower of London, and then there's some others like Sandra and the Mouse in Norfolk, which I didn't even believe was haunted until I read and saw some articles. And yes, Caleb, I will do a show on the tomorrows. If you want to jump on and do that with me, you can. That's for Secrets of the Stars, by the way, everyone. So what else do you think is number one in the country of full of like paranormal activity? Which castle or which palace or what do you think is which place in the country or in the UK do you think is number one, everyone? I'll give you three options: Windsor Castle, Buckingham Palace, or Hampton Court Palace. And that's for that's for you two as well, Dark Zone and Caleb. What place do you think is number one in this article? Windsor Castle, Buckingham Palace, or Hampton Court? Hampton Court, you think, Caleb? What about you, Dark Zone? Which one do you think is number one on this list? Well, guessing Dark Zone's a bit busy, but number one on this list is going to shock you. Because, well, not going to shock you, but going to be up there because it's our old friend, Windsor. Windsor Castle in Berkshire. This is number one in the article, and it has some really strange outgoings on here. Windsor Castle has made headlines in recent years for hosting royal weddings, obviously, but there may have been some spectators who weren't on exclusive guest lists. This royal residence is said to be haunted by many ghosts, including King Henry VIII, George III, and even a young Grenadier Guard who shot himself on the long walk. But one spirit said to be still on the ground is very familiar to King Charles. His grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, who is said to roam the library in her heels, according to Visit Britain. And if you don't know anyone who what a long walk is at Windsor, I'll show you. Because It's that. Yeah. That is the long walk. No. There you go. I'll open this in, and this is the one that I'll show you. Right. This is the long walk. And this is where that Grenadier Guard is said to have shot himself. Somewhere along there. Don't know why he done it, or where he felt the need to do it. And make a mess of the blue long walk path, but no, God bless his soul though. But yeah, he done it along here somewhere. My guess is he's done it around about these gates, but you know, you'll never ever know. It just says he shot himself on a long walk. So I guess you could get EVPs from around in this vicinity. Thanks, TikTok, by the way. Um, Ignore that. No, yeah, but yeah. Um, Somewhere along this giant walk, where it's a long walk, like I said, that Grenadier Guard killed himself. Like I say, it could have been here by these gates. It is beautiful. It'd be a long walk to take, I bet you. You'll be knackered by the time you get there. But somewhere here is where, like I said, is where that Grenadier Guard shot himself. So that's what I'm thinking, everyone. If you look, I'm thinking he done it here. Because that legacy is the most logical, but it depends where you get EVP activity. Because I presume you would get EVP or thermal, like I would say thermal and EVP, but Dark Zone, if you're about, what would you say? Do you think you could get EVP and thermal around here for that Grenadier Guard? Depending. But yeah, I'm thinking you could get thermal with EVP as evidence. I'll leave that up because then we'll come back to it if Dark Zone's not in the chat. So then I would kind of ask him before you know. But yeah, I would say, like I said, that's what I'm saying. So let me know what you think you would get. What kind of evidence? I think you would, like I said, you could get EVP, so you might get his disembodied voice or whatever. And I would say you might get thermal if you're lucky. But yeah, secondly on this list is Buckingham Palace, obviously. Yeah. Buckingham Palace is haunted. And this has got another grisly fucking thing to it. The British monarch's London residence has been home to the royal family since 1703, but some of its ghosts date back to before that time. An enchained monk is said to haunt the rear terrace where a monastery once stood. Yeah, a monastery once stood where Buck Palace is. And King Edward VII's private secretary, Major John Gwynn, is also said to have stayed in the royal residency, where he died by shooting himself after divorcing his wife. Don't mean to be that guy, everyone, but in two pieces, there's been army people that have shot themselves. And they've got connections to both royal palaces. Well, one is Windsor Castle, and yeah, Buckingham Palace. And as you can see, number 3 is Balmoral. Hello, everyone. So yeah, there was a monastery once where Buckingham Palace was. Isn't that crazy? Who's heard about that? So yeah, monastery, or like you wouldn't think that, would you? Like I know it's olden days and that, but you wouldn't think that a monastery. Hang on, let's get a bird. Let's get this bird eye picture up. Hang on, for you guys. Right, I know it's a blurry one, so forgive me, everyone. But you wouldn't think that at the rear somewhere there was a monastery. Like that's crazy, isn't it? What do you guys think? Or have you heard about the monastery there? Let me know. Right, here we go. This one might be a bit better. You know, it's got that Getty thing on it. So, the rear terrace round here is where a monk was enchained and because a monastery was here. Yeah. But I would like to know where this monastery was in vicinity. They said rear terrace. And what is the rear terrace? I'd say that. It is rear terrace, isn't it? An enchained monk is said to haunt the rear terrace where a monastery once stood. So yeah. Uh, So that's the rear terrace, everyone. You know what I mean? Remember, everyone, if you're enjoying, please hit that like button and subscribe. I'm aiming for 150 subs now by the end of the year. Yeah, but I would say that is a rear terrace. I'd say so. Monastery would be there around here because this would, like I said, they said Buckingham Palace weren't in the royal family till 1708. So think of it without that, the monastery was once here. And then this garden probably belonged to the monastery. It was like monastery gardens, which is nuts. I I don't know about you guys, but I can't picture Buckingham Palace being a monastery. I'm looking at this and I'm like, I can't picture it at all. I can't picture it at all. I'm sorry. That's crazy. But yeah, and like I said, another soldier, like general or not major, but that's major. But another army bloke passed away due to killing himself with a shot to the head or whatever. Balmoral in Scotland is said to be haunted. You know, the Queen's old residence where she passed away. God bless her soul. Um, One of the most popular ghost stories of Balmoral Castle in Scotland, where the royal family traditionally spend the summer months, is of John Brown. He was the servant and friend of Queen Victoria, with some stories even saying that they fell in love. Perhaps that's why he's still seen in the corridor wearing his kilt. Yeah, John Brown. This dude, apparently. Apparently, this is what he looked like. Looks like a big beefy bastard. No, I thought you got be if you're going to be wearing a kilt, but fuck me. So yeah, some stories say that him and Queen Victoria fell in love. Probably after Albert died. Don't know. Died 1883. Yeah, he was a favourite of Queen Victoria. See, she died in 1901. So, and he died when he was 56, and she was. There you go. 81. She died when she was 81. Queen Victoria, and he died at Windsor Castle. Funny enough, John Brown. If you look. Yeah, he had erysipelas. Dang. Which crippled him to the point of not being able to attend the Queen for the first time in over 18 years. And there's a statue of him on the grounds as well, of Balmoral. So, I wonder if the Queen is haunting there now. And he's not alone. There. Let me know what you guys think. You think Queen Elizabeth II is haunting Balmoral with him? Let me know what you guys think. Moving on in the list, we have Hampton Court, obviously, which I talked about previously on this show. I think I also talked about Windsor Castle. Kensington Palace has been used as a residency of the British royal family since the 17th century, so naturally it has its fair share of phantom activity. There's Peter the Wild Boy, Queen Victoria's aunt, Princess Sophia, and Queen Mary II, wife to King William III. King George II is also said to haunt this London home, where Kate Middleton and Prince William used to live. But at the time of his death in 1760, he was reportedly waiting for news from his troops during the 7 Years' War. He is said to have died staring out the window, saying, "Why don't they come?" The tale says he's still asking to this day. So, Prince William and Kate had a ghost. They got two famous ghosts there with the king and queen and then the princess. So, and Peter the Wild Boy, obviously. One of that's what I'm saying. You're not, you're never going to get permission to investigate these places unless you're really lucky, or they get open to the public, and you can do some investigations. But could you imagine though? You got an EVP from the King and all that, or so from King George II, going, "Why don't they come?" Or something. then you'd have the perfect fucking evidence. You know. Now we're going on to a Frogmore Cottage, which is famous because Meghan and Harry would used to live there before they went stateside. But so out of all of these places so far, Kensington, Hampton Court, where Sir Jane Seymour is said to haunt, and Catherine Howard, when she was only 19, look, she was beheaded for adultery when she was 19. So which one would you like to go and investigate most? Windsor, Buckingham Palace, Balmoral, Hampton Court, or Kensington? What ones would you like to go and visit, everyone? Which one would be high up on your list? Mine would be Buckingham Palace, Windsor, then Kensington, then Balmoral, then Hampton. That's mine. What would yours be? Let me know in the comments or in the chat if you're watching. Also, like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll give you a couple of minutes to write out your answers if you're typing anything. So I'm really interested to know what you guys would go, which ones would be on your list to investigate first. And the only reason I'm putting Windsor Castle so far is because of that bloody long walk. This thing, where the Grenadier Guard killed himself. Because I know you'd be too busy trying to do the investigation along here. Then by the time you get to bloody Windsor, you'd be knackered. But yeah, let me know what your one order is. And hello everyone who's watching. If you're not already subscribed, like I said, please do and join in into this conversation. I'd love to have you as part of my community. So yeah, which one would you want to investigate most first? Kensington, Hampton Court, Balmoral, Buckingham Palace, or Windsor first? Windsor Castle first. Which one would you want to go and investigate first? If you got told you can go and investigate one tomorrow, which one would you choose? Yeah, I know I've got, and there's a lot more. There's a few more which we're going to go delving into. So, like Frogmore and a few others. But I want to know what your opinion is first on these five. Let me know in the chat what you want. Which one? If you, like I said, if you had to be, if you got told on the phone right now, tomorrow you're going to be going to one of these places. You got a list of these five. Which one would you go to? And here's Frogmore, obviously, where Kate, where not Kate, where Megan and Harry used to live. Um, yeah, this is haunted apparently as well. This is here you go. Before Meghan and Harry settled in California, they moved to the UK countryside. Their home of Frogmore Cottage in Windsor is not far from the Royal Mausoleum, which holds the bodies of Queen Victoria and Prince Albert. So yeah, if I remember correctly, that it is on the grounds of Windsor Castle, Frogmore, or near it. There's a town, Castle Arena. Yeah, there's Frogmore. Right down here. And there's the long walk. There. There you go, everyone. That's why I said you'll be knackered. It lets me drop it. Satellite. There you go. That's why I said you'll be knackered going down the long walk, because look how far it is. Look. Look. Look at that. You'd be bloody knackered. There's King George, because it's there. There's King George III, his all statue. Can I get there? Yeah. Oh, let's do that. Right. Here you go. Here we go. This is how messed up it is. The long walk, everyone. I'll show you. Here we go. Get ready. Oh, hello there. Surprise, surprise. Right. But yeah. How long is it exactly? It is I'll show you. There you go. 2.64 miles. If you walk from the gates of the state entrance to the Copper Hall statue, which is King George III's, and back again, you'll cover more than 5 miles. You'll cover 5 miles doing that. Who think they could do that? Come on. Who think they could do that? It's 2.64 miles, like I said. But if you go from the state entrance to King George III's statue and back, you'll cover more than 5 miles. And it's created, look, it's created by King Charles II. There you go. And this is the fucked up part. The round trip walk takes 2 to 3 hours in all. No bicycles are allowed. But you can take an horse-drawn carriage down it from March to December. From December to March, you can't take an horse-drawn carriage. So you can't be like Cinderella. You can't have any of that bollocks. You gotta have you gotta be walking it. But yeah, it's 2.64 miles. Unless you start at a Copper Hall statue. And then like, if you go basically Windsor, King to the King George III statue and back. So yeah. So basically they're saying, hang on everyone. From there all the way down to there then all the way back is more than 5 miles. You get a good workout, I know that, but fuck me. Who thinks they could do that? And then obviously there's the Tower of London that I've talked about. Anne Boleyn is said to stalk here, and a few other people, including a Beefeater guard, I believe. There's a few others that are said to haunt the Tower of London. If I remember correctly. I know Anne Boleyn is also said to haunt her family's estate. Because I covered that in my other episode. Here you go. There's 13 ghosts at the Tower of London. Everyone. You have Guy Fawkes, Anne Boleyn, Henry VI, the ghost of a bear. Yeah, bear. Sir Walter Riley, who was Elizabeth First Aid, and the explorer. Look, well, they got in prison. Look, see, the faceless young woman, Margaret Pole, the white figure, Lady Jane Grey, the monk's footsteps are said to be there and all. Arbella Stewart, cousin of Elizabeth I. Arbella was imprisoned by James I for marrying William Seymour, nephew of Lady Jane Grey, without royal consent. The young princes, his young son, and the nameless thing. So yeah, you got 13 ghosts to choose from if you go to Tower of London. It'd actually be pretty cool to get a thing for about the bear, wouldn't it? Come on. Not very often could you just say to someone, "Oh, what? Well, I've got something cool." Oh, well, yeah, what's that? Oh, I've got video for evidence of the ghost of this ghost. Oh, cool. Can I see it? Yeah, but be warned, it's not of a human. What do you mean it's not of a human? It's of a bear. Like, come on, that is pretty rad. That is pretty rad. And then you have the Palace of Holyrood House. This is the monarch's official residence in Edinburgh, Scotland, but it was the site of a murder in 1566. Mary, Queen of Scots, had an affair with David Rizzio. And if you don't know who David Rizzio is, everyone, yeah, it was him. An Italian courtier born in Pantelleria, close to Turin. So yeah, he was a private secretary of Mary, Queen of the Scots. There you go. Mary's husband, even Lord Darnley, is said to have been jealous of their friendship because of rumours that Rizzio had impregnated Mary. "57 dagger wounds it took to kill him." Yeah. Lord Darnley also died in the residence as well from a mysterious explosion said to have been ordered by Mary in retaliation. What do you mean? What the fuck was going on in the 1800s, Caleb? It's still going on today, isn't it? All the shit. but not without royals. But you know what I mean. Um, then you have Santa and the Mouse. The royal family traditionally spend Christmas here, but sometimes poltergeists cause mayhem by sending cards flying, pulling blankets off beds, or even playing with the lights. Remind me of that Doctor Who episode with the start with Navash and Narada. Hey, who turned out the lights? To sounding them, that's a real thing. Hey, who turned down the lights? It's only me. Don't worry. Your friendly neighborhood poltergeist. Your friendly neighborhood poltergeist here. I'm just turning off the lights. Ding! Oh, fucking hell. But yeah, Tandem's also famous because that's where the princes were for stationed for the army when they were doing army duty. Um then we have Anmer Hall, where Kate Middleton this is Kate Middleton and Prince William's country home. It was already occupied when they moved in by a saint, Henry Walpole. Yeah. And his family once owned this for Norfolk estate. Once tortured, but he was tortured and killed at the Tower of London for being a Catholic. He seems to have returned home after his death, with his spirit being seen roaming the grounds. So I'm guessing, if he was getting done for being a Catholic, that means that there's only one person who I believe would be capable of doing that, and that's Henry VIII. Let's find out. Just sweet, just sweet, just sweet, just sweet, just sweet. I could be fucking wrong, and I've just been given It's executed at York. It's executed in York. The oath of supremacy was originally imposed by King Henry VIII in through the Act of Supremacy 1534. And so when did he die? I know. It's scary. 1595. So that means that there's only one person it would be. Queen Elizabeth I, King Henry VIII's daughter. King Henry VIII's eldest daughter finished off, and that guy. And last but not least, St. James's Palace, which was built by King Henry VIII in the 1530s, it was home to kings and queens for more than 300 years. One apparition said to appear here is of the royal valet Joseph Sellis, who appears with a slit throat. Yeah, Joseph Sellis. And if you don't know who Joseph Sellis is, there you go. There's a whole thing on this website, Regency History. Here we go. On the 31st of May, 1810, the Duke of Cumberland was attacked while asleep in his bed in his apartment in St. James's Palace. One of the Duke's valets, Joseph Sellis, was later found dead in his room, and his throat had been cut. So I'm guessing when the servants were there you go. I'm guessing something fucked up happened. This just seems so fucking nuts, doesn't it? All they had to do was just kill you and basically say that you were going to just try and have a plot against the king or queen or whatever, or even just a fluent, you know. And now you're and then you were basically clear. It is literally nuts. You know. But you know what I mean? Back in them days, you could just say to him, "Right, here's the king, here's the queen, or whatever." Be like, "Oh, um, oh, god damn that Jeffrey! He was going to go and murder the king last night, but I stabbed him to death." Oh, okay. Thank you for doing it justice on this. Thank you. You know what I mean? There's nothing to stop them. They could just say, "Oh, it was in the. I was protecting the king, the queen, and the country." There was no evidence he was going to do it. No, there was evidence. He had a knife, and I saw him. He had that sword. You know what I mean? I know you have it nowadays, but you know what I mean. Oh, he had that blooming barrel of gunpowder in his room. It, what he was going to blow us up with. I know it, but I stopped him. I shot him and he's dead. I didn't even think about the consequences. You know what I mean? Come on. Oh, I'm going to go and kill that doctor. He fucking killed my 13-year-old son. He didn't save his life. I'm going to go and kill him. Doctor dead. You know what I mean? It was nuts back in them days. But you know what I mean, though? That is nuts. Sorry, everyone. I just typed out a message. But you know what I mean? That you could literally just say anything and you could get away with it. Oh, that's what I wanted to show, though. So, before I close down the page. So, everyone, that goes to anyone watching on catch up or in the chat now, like you, Caleb. Which one of these 11 places would you want to go and investigate first if you wanted, if you got, like I said, if you got a telephone call saying you can investigate one of these 11 places, which one would you want to go and investigate? So, yeah, which one would you want to go and investigate more? You got Windsor, you've got Buckingham Palace, you've got Balmoral, Bampton Court, Kensington, Frogmore Cottage, Tower of London, Palace of Holyrood Side or Holyrood House, Sandringham House, Anne or St James's Palace. Which one would you want to go and investigate for, if you got told you're going to investigate one of these places tomorrow? Which one are you taking? St James's Palace. And why is that, Caleb? It is. It is nuts, though. Somebody, like I was saying, though, there's more like royal stately homes that have activity, but these are some of the ones connected to these are the big ears basically. I done another video, everyone. Make sure you go and check it out. Like they're like earlier on in this series where I discussed some others, and I think there was a couple of these ones on there. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. I'll say that. I'm gonna come back on though, one day because I've got to get well, I'm gonna be doing Secrets of the Stars tomorrow anyway. So I'm gonna be talking about the tomorrows on there, everyone. Me and Caleb are gonna be doing that. Um, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow when if you want, or we can do it well, Wednesday. It's up to you. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Like I said, like I just put out, what one of these 11 places you would want to go and investigate first. Um, Caleb said that we would investigate St James's Palace. Um, all right, and so I'll do that Secrets of the Stars on Wednesday then, everyone. With tomorrow about the tomorrows. Or tomorrows. Um, so I'll be probably on here again tomorrow doing another couple of shows about um some other stuff. Um What have I got to? I can tell you what I might do tomorrow, guys. Hang on, give me a second. I'm gonna probably do a conspiracy episode again. Abandoned legacies. I might do abandoned legacies as well. And then I might do some gaming on here. So I'm gonna leave it here. Hang on. Possibly. I ain't decided yet. And by knowing me, I'll probably go on there until I decide what I'm gonna do. But yeah. So thank you all so much for watching this in this episode of Haunted Hours. Make sure you make sure if you've reached this far. Also, like I said, even though I said it throughout the video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you know when I am live. Share this with anyone you think will be interested in it, from your family to your friends to your pets, anyone. Done that, and tell them that I'm an amazing guy. Come on, I'm just joking. Anyways, thank you everyone so much for watching. Take care, love and be kind to everyone, respect everyone. And most of all, when you're hunting ghosts, you better be damn good at it. Take care, everyone, and rest in peace to all those who lost their lives under very strange circumstances in the 1800s. Bye, everyone.